Now at 11, Kentucky State Police giving an update on the manhunt for the alleged gunman accused of carrying out a mass shooting on I-75 in Laurel County over the weekend. Meanwhile, a mother gives us her account driving through that scene as her daughter was on a school bus stuck in traffic during that incident. And Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump set to meet for the first time on the debate stage here on ABC 36. We'll have a preview of how they're preparing straight ahead.
ABC 36 News starts now.
Well, good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Paxton Boyd. Well, in our top story tonight at 11, the search continues for a suspect accused of shooting and injuring multiple people on I-75 in Laurel County over the weekend. Officials say it happened near exit 49 on Saturday, shutting down the highway for quite some time. Authorities are searching for this man, 32-year-old Joseph Couch from Woodbine. Couch allegedly shot into 9 vehicles, sending several people to the hospital. 5 people were shot, 2 others injured in a crash. UK Hospital received 3 of those patients, and at last word, 1 has been discharged. The other 2 are in good condition tonight. ABC 36's Anna Medina was at a press conference with officials this afternoon and has the latest, including a possible reward for information leading to an arrest.
Just kind of be aware of your surroundings.
Officials in London warning those in the community and surrounding areas to be alert of any possible sighting of wanted suspect Joseph Couch.
Our goal is to apply steady pressure and wearing Mr. Couch down. The longer he is in the woods, and hopefully he'll eventually just walk out of the woods and give himself up.
Authorities have been searching for Couch since Saturday. Officials say Couch opened fire near exit 49 on I-75 when he hit several vehicles and injured several others.
We've had numerous local and small agencies that's volunteered their special response people to come and also assist in this. And clearly, if we continue to work together, hopefully we'll come out with a good resolution in this.
According to an affidavit, prior to the shooting, Couch texted a female and told her he was going to kill a lot of people. On the day of the shooting, records show Couch legally purchased a semi-automatic weapon. Officials shedding light into Couch's background.
He was in the military, but it was not the Army National Guard. It was the Army Reserves. So he's been discharged.
Law enforcement currently continuing their search at the Daniel Boone National Forest. Couch is described as being 5'10" and about 154 pounds. He is considered armed and dangerous. Police say if you see him, do not approach and instead call 911. Authorities are offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of Joseph Couch.
We're investigating, but we've not obtained information to say that anybody else was involved.
Officials sending a message to Couch.
Turn yourself in. Don't make this worse than what it is. You know, just give up and make our community get back to what it is.
Meantime, Governor Andy Beshear says we need to think of children when thinking about gun laws and what can be done to try to prevent tragedies.
This shouldn't be happening. Our kids should not have to go through active shooter drills. We ought to be able to do better, and we should take ideas from any and all sides. Yes, we need our schools to be more secure, but let's also look at gun locks. Let's also look at what other possibilities there are.
In Laurel County, Anna Medina, ABC 36 News Now.
And ABC 36 team coverage of the shooting continues now with a mother recounting the moment she drove through the scene over the weekend. As ABC 36's Walker Simmons reports, at that time her daughter was on a school bus stuck in traffic during the incident, sending emotional texts to her mother.
Today, families recalling the moments surrounding Saturday's mass shooting on I-75 near exit 49 in London, Kentucky. As community members are reacting to the incident, one mother says her 13-year-old daughter was on a school bus in traffic when the shooting was happening.
The first thing that my daughter told me in a message was they were stuck behind a wreck. She messaged me again, but I didn't see it because I was driving. She says, "Mom, there's an active shooter. We're ducking down. I love you."
According to Lisa Wood, they were heading southbound on I-75, coming back from a band competition in Berea. Lisa was ahead of the school bus, but pulled over further up the road once she heard from her daughter.
When I found out, I was like, panicking because I was like, what do I do? Like, there was a loss of what to do.
Wood said she recalls seeing a large police presence when driving past exit 49, but does not recall hearing any gunshots. In London, Walker Simmons, ABC 36 News Now.
Well, some beautiful weather, football weather that carried over from the weekend into this Monday morning, but temperatures rebounding very well this afternoon, TG.
Yeah, we're going to warm things up nicely over the next couple of days, but as you mentioned, Paxton, really good weekend, a cool start. We had record low, tied it here in Lexington. The only blemish, you really couldn't even notice it, I've got a little bit of elevated smoke in between about 7,000, 14,000 feet. Yeah, that's the sun at sunrise from Sheila Lewis here in central Kentucky. So usually that elevated smoke has a big impact on our sunrise shots and our sunset shots as well. And here's a futurecast. Of course, there are wildfires ongoing across parts of the Pacific Northwest, and some of that smoke's drifting into the area. So we're going to see more of that as we head through the midweek here. Shouldn't do anything to really slow down our warm-up. Checking out Mount Sterling, we're clearing 54 there, so temperatures settling down into the 50s, 61 here in Lexington, but notice the low to mid-50s down south, and dew points are up. They were way low in the upper 30s, low 40s, but still, this is really, really dry for this late in the evening, even this time of the year. So out the door tomorrow morning, I think the outlying area is upper 40s, so we've been on the cool side, right around 50 here in Lexington, and we're going to tack on a few degrees for afternoon highs. Now, looking down the road, it stays dry for the time being, but we've got Tropical Storm Francine. Max winds at 65 miles per hour expected to become a hurricane, that is, shortly, and eventually Wednesday make landfall along the Louisiana Gulf Coast. The remnant moisture headed our way, so that could shake the forecast up a bit into the weekend. More on that coming up.
Well, 2 juveniles have been arrested in Lincoln County after allegedly shooting a pellet gun at cars on a roadway. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says they were called to the 700 block of Mount Salem Road on Sunday after reports of cars getting shot at. When they arrived, deputies found 2 juveniles shooting a pellet gun at the roadway where they hit 2 cars. At this time, no injuries are reported. The juveniles are now facing wanton endangerment and criminal mischief charges. And Lexington police continuing to investigate a shooting that happened last night, leaving 1 person hurt. Lexington police say they were called around 10 o'clock last night to the 1300 block of Center Parkway. When officers arrived, they found 1 person who had been shot. The person is expected to be okay, but was taken to the hospital for treatment. At this time, the investigation is ongoing, and if you have any information, you're asked to contact the Lexington Police Department. Well, the investigation continues into a shooting that left a woman dead early Sunday morning in Lexington. According to the coroner, 28-year-old Esmeralda Rodriguez Perez died at a hospital after she was found shot at 1 o'clock Sunday morning on Betsy Lane. Her death marking the city's 12th homicide of the year. Investigators say a man who was also shot showed up at the hospital a short time after that shooting. Officers say he's expected to be okay. Investigators say if you have any information about the case, you're asked to contact Lexington Police or leave an anonymous tip with Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. Well, tomorrow night, all eyes on Philadelphia for the presidential debate right here on ABC 36. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will square off in their first and potentially only presidential debate. ABC's Mary Bruce is in Philadelphia with how the candidates are preparing for what could be a make-or-break moment.
Tonight, with just 24 hours to go until their highly anticipated showdown, Vice President Kamala Harris setting off for Philadelphia, where tomorrow, for the first time, she will come face-to-face with former President Donald Trump.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
In a new radio interview, Harris says she's ready for whatever Trump throws her way.
There's no floor for him in terms of how low he will go. And we should be prepared for that. We should be prepared for the fact that he is not burdened by telling the truth.
For days now, the vice president has been hunkered down in this Pittsburgh hotel, intensely preparing. Her team even building a stage with full TV lighting to hold mock debates. Harris leaning on several advisors who helped prep Hillary Clinton for her 2016 debate against Trump, including one who played the role of the former president in rehearsals. But Harris also taking breaks to get out in this critical state. In a Pittsburgh spice shop, greeting one voter who was in tears.
Come here. What is that about? What is that about? I think you understand. I'm pretty sure you know. Oh, it's going to be good. We're going to be good. We're going to be fine.
Harris perhaps previewing her message for the debate.
Look, it's time to turn the page on the divisiveness. It's time to bring our country together, chart a new way forward.
While Harris has been largely off the trail since Thursday, Trump over the weekend holding a rally in Battleground, Wisconsin.
She will be the worst president, and Trump is never wrong. I am never, ever wrong.
The former president trying to set expectations.
Is anybody going to be watching?
And spin the debate before it even happens.
You know, if I destroy her in the debate, they'll say, Trump suffered a humiliating defeat tonight, no matter what.
Now, Harris is certainly an experienced debater, but her campaign is quick to note that this is fundamentally different. Tomorrow night will be Donald Trump's 7th presidential debate. It will be Harris's first. Her goal here tomorrow night will be to outline and make clear her positions and policies, and then pivot to put the spotlight on Trump, to remind voters of his record, to counter what the campaign is describing as Trump amnesia among voters. And yes, she will try to get under Trump's skin. The challenge for Harris will be to bait him without being baited herself. Mary Bruce, ABC News, Philadelphia.
Well, one organization taking a different approach to therapy, beginning their fall session today. How they partner with other entities to provide healing through horses. We'll explain straight ahead.
Well, beautiful evening here in central and eastern Kentucky. Nice and quiet out there. We're going to warm things up, but looking ahead toward the weekend, some tropical remnants could bring some beneficial rain to the area. Storm team forecast is next.